Hello and welcome everyone, Stormy Sensei here. It's been a little while since my last stream. We're going to get back into it with some Honkai Star Rail. I've been away on vacation for about a week, but of course I played Star Rail every day. So I will very briefly go over some changes since the last stream. If we ever get an update here. I can't remember whether... No, I definitely played since 2.1. So I don't know why this is taking forever. That's all right. Yeah, I guess that must be the 3 or 4 patches. It's also really slow download speed, I feel like. Less than a megabyte per second? There we go, that's more like it. I don't think I have any other devices taking up the bandwidth right now. Hey there, Wobster. Well, I guess besides the stream, obviously. In fact, let me lower my own viewing quality. After all of that. Phalanx of the Seas, Demon. Hey there, Demon. New name update, I see. And a new profile picture. I have no idea who that is, though. The new best shielder is about to be released for this game. Doing any pulling tonight? Did you see what's happened in Discord? I haven't read through all of it yet. I saw that there was a thread in the Discord that has like 300 messages in it, and towards the bottom of it, like towards the top of it, there's a fruit tier list, and towards the bottom of it, Chomper lost in Pokken Tournament. But like I didn't read all of it yet.
Life is as ephemeral.
I've actually been really enjoying the clockwork missions. Like they're all really short, but like each of the characters that they introduce are very interesting. And it's also a pretty nice source of some of these materials, like the EXP books, the ether for the light cones, things like that. Hey there, Triv. I was just checking channel because I haven't seen you in forever. Yeah, I've been gone for like the past week, actually. I visited my grandmother for Easter. And I like also went to see a high school friend. The loser had to be the winner's fan for 7 streams. Like 7 streams that you actually watch, or just 7 streams? Like if I stream like tomorrow and no one shows up, that still count? And like when I do 2 streams in a day, is that still 2 streams or is that 1 stream because it's 1 day? But good to see you, Triv. How was your long weekend? And I guess that goes for everyone. How's everyone been doing? Hey there, Jacob. And to answer your question, Lobster, we will be doing polls. I have enough. I actually meant to bring that up, but one of the many things that I did was get a whole bunch of tickets here. Not enough for these polls, but we've got enough to pull enough to get 1 5-star. So we're going to get either Acheron or we're going to lose the 50-50 and get a standard 5-star. Alright, so fan for 7 stream days. Got it. This mission list. Anyways, how's it going? It's going pretty well. We can probably talk over the polls. Let's see. We're going to pull until we get a 5-star. I'm hoping that that's immediate, because right now I'm at 57 pity. So we should get one really soon. Not this one, though. How many standard pulls are you at? Did you already get the selector at 300? No, not yet. I think I'm at like 200 or something like that. Chopper can't say her catchphrase. Oh no. No who boys for 7 streams. Another Don Hung. Good, good. Alright, 67. Here comes 77 pity. Still nothing? That's surprising. I've actually been trying to figure out who I'm going to use get for my 5-star selector. Part of me wants to get a character that I don't already have, but there are a lot of other good choices. The easy choice is to get another copy of Bronya, because E1 Bronya. This has to be it. Yeah, 87 pity. Let's see whether it's Acheron or a standard unit. Oh, well that changes a lot of things actually. I guess I don't need to select Bronya for my 5-star selector anymore. We were just talking about that. That's like really, really good. That's like better than pulling Acheron for me. And that also means that I'm guaranteed Aventurine for the next banner. But now I'm also technically guaranteed Jing Liu next banner too. That's gonna be a very tough decision to make. Jing Liu is just so broken. Using your skill, there's a 50% fixed chance of recovering 1 skill point.
The future of Belobog shines bright.
So now she's like skill point positive on average if you use her like as normal. But like maybe I would still get E2 Bronya for the 30% speed increase. Like all of these are useless. E3, E4, E5 are all useless. And then E6 is absolutely broken. alternate on the banners between Adventuring and Jingliu and leave it up to fate? Maybe, actually. That could be the play. Both of them would be pretty useful. Let's see. Jingliu is ice damage. I think I would probably still mostly want Adventuring overall, because then I could swap to Destruction and have like physical damage maybe. But then also like Boot Hill's coming out, so then I'll probably just wait and then pull on him for having physical damage. Wow, this is really the only... That was only the second Pela I've ever gotten. And in fact, I feel like you get Pela for free, so I'm pretty sure that that's just the first Pela I've ever pulled. This is really good for Gallagher.
Careful. Don't get too lost in those sweet dreams.
JLW, or just Jingliu. E2 would be pretty nice, but it's okay. E4. So now I have Discount Sela as my Dan Hung. Is that everyone? Okay, that's everyone. Alright, so... Yeah, so my only real sustainers on this account, I got Fire MC, which gets the job done, surprisingly. You know, it's a shield every turn, and I raised the defense enough to actually make it, you know, usable. So when I get hit by AoEs, I don't really lose the shield that I have for my other characters. And Ho-Ho's broken. And then it drops off sharply from there. So like my next best sustainer is Lynx at level 60. Not doing so great, but also usually I put Lynx on my hard carry team, and so it just kind of works out. Because I only really need to use her for her ult to get rid of a debuff. That's how you answer the questions, by the way, JL. So having a Venturine would be pretty nice, because they would, you know, actually be able to solo sustain. Fire MC can't really solo sustain. Jingliu is really, really strong, though. I guess I stole one of his relics. You can have whatever that is. Alright. Yeah, Fushun would be really, really good. Because if I had Fushun, then my Jingyuan would be broken, because I wouldn't have to worry about CC anymore. And the crit rate increase would be nice, and I'd be able to go through Simulated Universe a lot easier. But it's okay, though. I'm going to start this quest real quick, and then we're going to do more story stuff.
The people of the Xianzhou have long lives.
Yeah, I don't trust this guy at all. Character still gets CC'd. I might end up building a little bit of effect res into my Jingyuan eventually. Right now I want to get his attacking stats to a good level, and then I can get a little bit of extra HP and effect res and get rid of some of that break effect that he doesn't really use as much. Will he not be out for the current Pure Fiction? Oh, we got 38 days. And let's see, how long is this banner up for?
Life is as ephemeral as
12 days.
dew on a leaf, and full of worldly strife.
So the plan here, let's see. So when I actually have this all up, I haven't decided whether I'm going to keep Breakfast or Genius's Repose on which character. I'm kind of using Genius's Repose for Herta at the moment. But, oh, I messed that up badly. Yeah, so I'm all in on attack boots, attack orb. I didn't realize I was at 14 for this one here. Do I have anything left over? Not enough. I'll fix that later. Yeah, the 64% crit rate actually becomes like 60 or 70, so basically 75% crit rate. So I need a lot more crit damage, basically. So that'll be when I get a crit damage body instead of this, but you know, it has to have a little bit of crit rate, but I have too much break effect on here right now. Now this is all like, you know, optimization stuff later on. Now this is a pretty good piece here. Good, some crit rate and some crit damage. An attack piece. Some crit rate but no crit damage. This is a pretty good one, but it has unnecessary break effect on it. All in all, I think I got pretty lucky with these sets. This has way too much effect hit rate, which is completely useless, but it's actually also the only lightning orb that I have. And then I actually think that this is a perfectly fine piece here. Like, the speed is good, HP is fine, effect res is actually pretty good for Jingyuan, because if you CC, then he doesn't get to use his lightning lord at all. and crit damage is good as well. It's actually not that much room for improvement, unless I like chose to go with like more speed or something. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the extra things that happened off stream. Mostly, I completely changed my welt. Welt used to basically be unbuilt. He had like maximum trace level was like 4, and he was using unleveled relic sets. But I swapped his stuff around to give him some effect hit rate body. He now has 6% speed. I gave him Von Whack. For a moment I gave him Hook's stuff, but the stats were I just happened to have some other stuff that was better. So ER rope. So once this is all leveled up, then he will be a simulated universe monster, which is really the only place that I use him. So he's tankier than usual, and like compared to, I guess he's not that tanky. Yeah, well, is good with like everyone, but especially Acheron's pretty good because he causes a lot of debuffs, delayed turns, slows. I've been using Welt as a debuff / sustain for quite a while, actually, ever since I got him. I forget who I lost I know that I lost a 50-50 to him. I can't remember which one it was. But he's probably like top 3 most useful character on my account. Maybe top 3. Yeah, I could say top 3. Top 3 most useful character on my account. And that was even before I built him. I haven't really even taken him out to see what he's like now that I've leveled up some of these traces. Well, really just this trace. I only really leveled the ultimate and gave him actual gear. And I think that's mostly it. I mean, I leveled up some of the other gear on some of my side characters as well. Now let's do some story stuff. Again, we're going to be using our next up team. How do I... Okay, there it is. With Jing Yuan and Ting Yun. You just use up that whole bottle at once? That seems a little excessive. We already got birds. I just had calmed down with my meticulous searching of every single corner, of every single square, of every single room.
Hey, you two! That's a place of business. No entry.
Let's see if I can remember the storyline up until now. We're at the very beginning. I'm not even gonna bother. Just rewatch the stream from like a week and a half ago. I know that there are 3 sets of people that are all off doing their own thing. Acheron is off with Welt, Ratio is off with Aventurine, and Trailblazer is off with Himiko.
I was requested by Mr. Sunday to bring him the suspect. My name is Ratio. He should have mentioned it to you.
Veritas ratio. Your punch virtual particle clock is impressive.
Excuse me?
The one on your head. Of course, it's nothing compared to my full pocket dimensional annihilating power armor of the Mobile Knights.
Right. And as I mentioned, that fantasy raiment of yours doesn't exist.
That's because you can't see it. Like I say, only family can see the glory of the Mobile Knights. Enough. Get going. Don't keep Mr. Sunday waiting.
It seems like the idiocy index here is no better than it is out there.
Starts by with a shield. Doesn't need technique points like Japard. Shields in his skill. Shields in his follow-up. He starts the battle with a shield? Really? I'm not allowed to look at his stuff. But I guess I'll just find out.
Enough. Get going. Hey, don't keep Mr. Sunday waiting.
A dead end?
But the treasure chest.
The door is shut tight. Looks like we're on our own.
I mean, there isn't a door. How did you get in before?
For security reasons, the family built the administrative site deep in the dreamscape, with the mechanisms hidden in these nightingale statues. The direction of the statues can be controlled. On the previous occasion, an attendant named Kona had gone to the side room to verify something before setting the statues in the correct positions.
Well, maybe we should do the same. Let's go and take a look. Of course, we can also use brute force.
Aren't there like 8 statues? At least 4 directions? I am not using brute force. I mean, I guess one way was just to put them all in the center, or all in facing the door.
This is hardly enough for a seat at the table.
Even though no one has done anything wrong yet, I'll just say it to get ahead of it. Character spoilers are fine. Kit spoilers are fine. Story spoilers are not. Very not fine.
Stay put.
Oh, wow, he's like a little tougher than usual. Okay.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
Sure, I'll play along.
Oh, he does start with a shield. Wow. And he already has better shields than Fire Trailblazer. How sad.
Conflict is pitiless. Is that it?
No dirty tricks, all right?
Give me strength.
Battles are chess games. No two are alike.
How come I couldn't target the other one? Whoa, why are their weaknesses are weird.
No dirty tricks, alright? Hedge your bets.
Wait, what if I like don't even need Hoha for this team? What would I use instead? It's kind of looking like I don't actually need
A thousand wonders to raise your spirits.
Hoha here, which is insane. The fact that I could even like think that.
Watch your head.
I'm scared.
Yeah, even Ting Yun like didn't take any damage really. What does this thing do? He ran out to blind bet. When an ally hits under, the crit damage increases. Okay, I don't need to use that right now. I guess I could though.
The dice have been cast, but us, or maybe I'll take it all.
Don't come any closer.
He got so much.
Show no mercy. Battles are chess games. No two are alike.
Who would I use instead of Hoha? Oh, I could use Bronya. Yeah, that would be pretty good.
Spend freely.
Welcome, customers.
Follow my charge.
Here, this thunder.
Watch your head.
I'm scared.
Stay put.
It'd be really nice if I had ratio built already, but I don't, so ah well. I think this is where I'm supposed to be going. Which means I need to go to the other place in order to get that treasure chest. Hey there, your troopers. Good to see you again. Let's try it out. No healer.
Show no mercy.
No dirty trick.
No, I took damage. I have no way of healing it.
Sure, I'll play along.
I didn't have to take damage. I could have
It's on
just...
me.
What's it called there?
The dice
That's
have
alright.
been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
There's no time to lose.
Oh, that's a goof. I ran out of skill points.
A thousand wonders to raise your finest one.
Oh, okay, so that's what that does.
Only a scratch.
Watch your head.
afraid of me.
He's literally invincible. How am I supposed to die ever?
Let's be friends.
Follow my charge.
Here is thunder.
Show no mercy.
What a headache.
You gotta do top hours, one word. Yeah, because, okay, so the top command gives you the top number of points,
Come on.
and the fact that you used the word hours meant that it just kind of assumed that you were talking nonsense.
I'll free you from disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Do these shields run out? One turn remaining. Okay, so I can actually die if I'm too fast.
It's on me.
So I'll just watch out for that.
Conflict is pitiless.
Don't mess with me. Who's next?
Watch your head. The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
What a headache.
Hedge your bets.
Here is thunder.
So you are afraid of me. Whoops.
Sure, I'll play along. Spend freely. No dirty tricks.
Probably could use Tingyun to
Watch your head.
give Sela her ult and kill him there. That's alright.
Who's next?
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
Hedge your bets.
Don't mess with me. A thousand wonders to raise your spirit and fight as one.
Show no mercy.
Oh no, I took damage.
Seize the moment.
I mean, I was gonna use ult, but I guess I don't need to now. Actually, should have skilled on to Sela.
Hey, you're pretty generous.
How disappointing.
Feeling lucky.
Oh, my 7th biggest fan. Yeah. The way that the bot actually figures out watch time is it randomly like waits a certain amount of time, however many minutes, and then it checks to see who has said something in that amount of time. And even if it actually counted watch time, I don't really technically watch my stream on YouTube. I watch over YouTube Studio. So like, I actually don't give my own videos views from how I watch. Why did I heal? There isn't a space anchor here.
6 nightingales facing in different directions. An obvious hint.
That is a very, very obvious hint. Is there some pattern I can see? Kinda, not really. It all seems kind of random. It's also kind of difficult to see that one in the back, though.
But are these nightingales?
They are. What's wrong?
How can nightingales be so huge? They look more like torment eagles to me.
There are no eagles in the 5 families, only nightingales.
Ratio is so fed up already.
Why am I wasting time with you on this?
No, I don't want to return to... I'll just pause the stream. So I can... Oh wait, okay, I can look at it from this way. Alright, that's fine. Can I zoom in? Eh. Well, this is the 3rd time that a major Final Fantasy dropped and I got hit with the financial crisis that prevents me from getting a PS5. Well, I mean, for one thing, first off, sorry to hear that, but, you know, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, like, if you didn't already have the PS5 and have played Final Fantasy VII Remake, I don't think that that's that bad. Like, I wouldn't want to play the, you know, part 2 in a long series without playing part 1. I think this is supposed to be facing this way, I think. Is it just going to automatically? Thank you.
Just as I thought. Here's the correct answer.
A truly miraculous discovery. Perhaps I should offer you the chance to join the Genius Society.
That makes it worse? How so?
Really?
That makes it better.
I thought you'd
Like,
be
I
down
don't
on that.
have any FOMO whatsoever on the new game because I hadn't even played the first game.
I was being sarcastic. Can't you tell?
At my current pace, it might, like, all of the Final Fantasy remakes might be released by the time I actually get around to playing the first one. Because I'm not going to play Final Fantasy VII Remake until I've played Final Fantasy VII. And that's not even the next Final Fantasy game that I'm playing. Or even the next, within the next 3 Final Fantasy games I'm playing.
So much for Mr. Sunday's reserved, virtuous image.
Do you need me to remind you? We're in a dreamscape. No matter how grand the mansion looks, it'll not affect Penacony. Stop wasting your time nitpicking the family here.
Yeah, you're right. The only way to destroy the family is death. Sunday must have thought the same. Let's head down.
I've played through 3.5 of the Final Fantasy Pixels, though. Which ones? I don't know if I like CeeLo on this team. Who's skill point positive, but still useful? I don't think I have anyone. Well, I heard is kind of skill point positive.
Honored to meet me. Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
There's no time to lose.
6, 1, and 2 working on 3, and I killed Shadow in 6. Oh, that's actually very easy to do. Don't feel bad. The first time I played Final Fantasy 6, I killed Mog.
How am I gonna get that time back?
Maybe I don't want to fix this person. Maybe they're actually telling the truth. He must be fake,
No
right?
reward, no risk. I'll take it.
Right? I think the game wants me to go through here, so we're gonna go through this other door instead. Okay, never mind. We are not gonna go through that door. We will go where the game allows us to go.
No dirty tricks, alright.
I think Final Fantasy 2 is actually really great, but
Or maybe I'll take it all.
I mean, it's not that great compared to.
Let's be friends.
Well, I guess there are a couple of things, right? I think that for one thing, it was way ahead of its time.
There's no time to lose. Here.
The whole idea of like using a skill in order to get better at that skill is like only recently become a mainstream thing, right?
Time for the master stroke. Show no mercy.
Like that's something that you would get in the Elder Scrolls or Fallout or
1,000 wonders to raise your finest one.
you know, an MMO or something like that.
This big diamond, it's all yours. Time to twirl.
But also the people that reviewed Final Fantasy 2 back in the day basically said that in order to play the game, you had to attack yourself in order to get stronger, which is not true and not even optimal, and also like actively slower because the speedrunners don't do it.
It's on me.
Welcome, customers. Honored to meet me.
A foregone conclusion.
Time to twirl.
But that's not a very fun way to play the game. So I think that kind of one thing that maybe people not like it as much.
Watch your head.
Okay, if they keep on hitting Tingyun, then we might be in trouble.
A foregone conclusion. Conflict is pitiless.
Is there someone else that we want? We're actually doing so well. Then like, maybe I could actually afford to have 2 people that are sandbagging instead of 1. Like maybe Herta could just be my main carry. At some point in time I'm gonna have to fight a boss, so I should probably not sandbag too much. So I played Final Fantasy II way back in the time before heavy internet access was a thing. Actually, I had internet access at that time, but we definitely didn't use it to get other people's opinions on anything at the time. And so I just very much enjoyed it. I played the Dawn of Souls version for the Game Boy Advance, which apparently is not even a very good version of it because the sound mixing is very bad because the Game Boy Advance can't actually produce the original sounds very well. But even still, I thought that the game was great. And I think that I did discover the attack yourself in order to get stronger thing, but I didn't like spend hours doing it. I just did it once per battle just so that I would, you know, level up a little faster compared to normal. I got hit.
Pay for that.
Time for the master stroke. Show no mercy.
Time to twirl. Seize the moment. Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Watch your head.
Time to twirl! Time to twirl!
Spend freely.
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless.
What is sandbagging? So sandbagging, from where I would usually use it, which is in fighting game terms, would be when you enter a tournament, but you don't use your best character. And the idea is like if you were, I imagine that the origin is from racing. So instead of like going at your full strength, you would be hindering yourself, or like playing with a handicap basically. Or I guess the reverse of a handicap. You'd be giving your opponents a handicap. Like my Ting Yun is level 21. And I was contemplating adding another level 20-ish character on the team as well.
That's it?
Sandbagging is in card games? That surprises me. I kind of assumed that it would be literal. Like having something to do with sandbags that would stop you from going as fast as you could go.
Acceptable quality.
But I'd believe it. Add your level 6 doctor ratio. Make it lore accurate. It actually would be kind of lore accurate there.
The dice have been cast.
I don't want, well, yeah, I'd rather not have them get an attack boost. I want to see that back because I don't know whether Tingyun's benediction works on my follow-up attack. So I'm going to see that in slower motion and in big screen. Yeah, nice. It actually does. So Tingyun's really good for Herta, especially for my slow Herta. Because I've learned that the benediction lasts for 3 of the allies' turn. Am I able to just like, yeah I am. But I don't think that it counts that and then it's connected. Oh it does, okay. Now they thought of everything, huh?
Show no mercy.
Time to twirl! 1,000 wonders to raise your... And fight as one! Do you know who... This big diamond! It's all yours! I won't break.
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless.
I hit the mark.
Time to twirl!
Watch your head.
Let's be friends.
What? Why did he do that? Must be one of his Eidolons, maybe? Whenever someone does a follow-up attack, he gets another blind bet. Well, the thing with the blind bet is that he's supposed to counter when enough blind bets are hit. But
The dice have been
he did it
cast
after we
first.
attacked instead.
Or maybe I'll take it all.
Time to twirl! Seize the moment! Time to twirl!
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, when someone follows up. Oh, this is kind of dangerous. And I'm like, basically, I accidentally used him in a follow-up team. Because I've got Jingyuan and Herta. I wasn't even really trying to do it like that. Jump and pull. We finally did it. We've learned how to jump. That must be one of his ascension traces. It wasn't listed in any of his descriptions, at least. Well, or at least maybe not the short descriptions.
A 10-to-1 payout? Music to my ears.
I'm sure they give us a whole jigsaw to solve. I actually really hate the UI for the jigsaws, so I'm quite glad that we don't have to do it that much.
It's on me.
Let's be friends.
A foregone conclusion. Show no mercy.
Time to twirl. How am I gonna get that time back? Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours!
Hedge your bets.
A thousand wonders to... Minus one! What are you looking at?
Is it a little weird that I'm buffing my Herta over my Jingyuan? Yeah. She just does a lot more.
Diamond! It's all yours!
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
Time to twirl! Time to twirl! How am I gonna get that time back?
Well, he for real starts the battle with his shield. That's crazy.
Watch your head. Sure, I'll play along. Spend freely.
Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours!
A foregone conclusion.
Here is thunder.
Time to twirl!
All in.
Time to twirl! Welcome, customers.
Conflict is pitiless.
Time to twirl!
Show no mercy.
Is this round 1 or 2?
Trifling.
Watch your head.
Time to twirl! Seize the moment! Yeah, honored to meet me.
The dice have been cast.
Can I stop him from
Bust. Or
transforming?
maybe I'll take it all. All in.
No, not really. I mean, I guess I could. I'm gonna really try one of these times. I'm just gonna have 4 ults ready for him.
Here is thunder.
Time to twirl!
Watch your head.
Time to twirl!
I think that the follow-up shield might be weaker than the
Time to twirl!
skill shield, or probably just the fact that these enemies are tougher. that they're actually breaking through.
Show no mercy.
Time to twirl.
Top 3, put weight on the card, make it go slower. Yep. To bid low in poker.
Oh dear.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
That's it?
Well, that hurt a lot. I don't think there's a space anchor here. I'm gonna keep going forward. I'm pretty sure that this is the only thing to do left. There's actually a lot more to do. Oh well. Top sandbag origin I found is to beat someone from behind with sandbags. Top as in most hilarious, or top as in the oldest?
Awesome. Cool. Can we go now?
Man, effect hit rate body on the follow-up set. Do I wall walk as Hanu? That's what it sounds like I'm supposed to do. It's morphin' time. Oh, wow. I guess I have to actually pick up the ammo. Okay. Were the birds the fireworks, or was there some other indication that those were going to be explodable? Attack and crit damage, HP? Oh, it's flat attack. Yeah, not worth it. let's see if I'm able to teleport back with the rocket launcher. I am. So you actually have to be able to target onto something. And last check. Okay, you can't hurt yourself with it. Alright. Good to know. And don't shoot flying enemies hovering over stairs. That makes sense to me. Since Hanu can't, you know, take the stairs. Now I wonder what this is for. I may have sequence broken. Like maybe I finished this part before I was supposed to. Because no one told me to go into this room. So that's probably what happened. I kind of prefer the wall walking music of a child's dream more so than this. Like it's not even changing keys or anything like that. I guess I'm not allowed to put pieces in obvious places if it's not connected to anything. Can't return the rocket for resetting ammo. Really? That's actually especially surprising. Because it did say that if you run out of ammo, if you go back to your original spot, then you'll be able to get more ammo. Or one extra ammo at least. But they only just released this, so I'm sure that there's a couple more kinks to work out. Is this supposed to be a thing of Dream's Edge? I totally see a thing for me to yank here. I talk to him first, I guess.
Hold on.
Huh? What's wrong? Are we heading the wrong way?
No, but this door is locked.
My friend, did you really make an appointment with him?
It's a trial. You got to prove your worth to Sunday before you can speak with him. If I'm not wrong, we need to find a way to open this door in the hall, or this place will be our prison.
Oh, an escape room. My favorite.
Get serious. I've no time for games. Let's head back. The hint is probably in that prominent sandpit.
Wow. That's an enormous sandpit. I'd love to build a tall building for myself. Once I have enough savings. Oh, look. There's a noticeable gap in the model. I believe you're right.
There wasn't a gap before. That man must have done it intentionally.
Well, with your brilliant mind, you shouldn't have any trouble recalling what was here last time. Right, Doctor?
Of course. Let's look around. When I see it, I will know it.
But I already found it.
Fine. Why do I feel that we're pursuing a degree in burglary now?
On the right side, since we defeated all the enemies, this will be a lot quicker. Unless they respawn, due to me leaving the room and coming back.
This is it.
Yeah, there's a lot less puzzling to do because we already puzzled it all out.
Nameplate reads Gulliver's Arch. Well, I'm amazed you can remember something this tiny. You know, this reminds me of a tunnel I once saw that could shrink people who passed through it.
If I were you, I would shut my mouth. It's wise to remain silent when you should.
Oh, this reminds me of one of those building toys. You know, with the blocks. I've never played with them before. I wonder if it's more interesting than stacking chips. Oh, look. The gap is closed. And it fits perfectly. So, what's next?
Enter the city sandpit. Okay.
Oh, good heavens. Did I shrink? Am I still in a dream?
Indeed.
Oh, Doctor, you're huge. It's me! Down here! In the sand pit!
He heard you the first time when you said, "Is this still in a dream?" Why would you need to yell now? Yeah, Gulliver's Arch, yeah. And when or when Adventuring was like, "Yeah, this kind of reminds me of a hole that would shrink people when you go through it."
Actually, I think we could make this work for us. Just find a way to slip me into Sunday's collar, and I'll infiltrate the family.
I think you're a little too big for that.
Oh, fine. I was just kidding. Let's find a way to open the door.
Are you okay?
Is that it?
Ah,
Time to twirl! Seize the moment!
So it's number of. I wonder if it's number of follow-up attacks or follow-up hits. Let's see.
It's pitiless.
Time to twirl!
It's actually number of follow-up hits. No. Wait, he was at 4 before. Okay. It's the number of follow-up attacks.
Time for the show no mercy.
hedge your bets.
Time to twirl! Let's be friends. What are you looking for? Time to twirl!
Follow my charge. Here, this thunder.
I guess it would be broken if there were follow-up hits because you would get 10 for free every time Genuine took a
This is
turn.
hardly enough for a seat at the table. I hit the mark. Ah,
Seize the moment! Yeah! Oh, dear! Time to twirl!
Conflict is pitiless.
Time to twirl!
Oh, I couldn't get him in time. No.
bust. Or maybe I'll take it off. Watch your head.
Show no mercy.
Time to twirl! This big diamond! It's all yours! How am I gonna get that time back?
This guy's also not okay. I should start these battles with electric. I guess it didn't matter this time.
Sure, I'll play along.
Welcome, customers!
Adventuring is pretty good.
A foregone conclusion. Here.
He's fully skill point positive.
How am I gonna get that time back?
Keeps the team alive. I'm sure that this isn't even like a fully built Aventurine. I could probably. Well, I mean, probably not gonna have this light cone, but yeah, I could probably give stronger stats than whatever this one is running. At least tank stats. Oh, okay. I didn't even use any of the mirror shenanigans with that. That makes me a little sad. Are we just pretending that the birds don't actually exist? Because all of these dialogue boxes have been like, oh, I hear something, but I can't see it.
Cool. 1,000 wonders. Fight is one. Do you know who I am? This big diamond. It's all yours. Time to twirl.
Show no mercy.
Time to twirl.
Still not enough. I'm gonna have to hit him with his weakness.
Time to twirl.
Hedge your bets. It's on me.
Here is thunder.
What are you talking about? Of course, everyone knows the birds don't exist in the dreamscape.
This is hardly enough for a seat at the table.
Cool it.
Where's that one really giant? This is the second entrance. There should be like a huge bird somewhere for me to pluck. Because we were able to see it all the way from being big. I actually did eventually pull the character profile icon from the slot machine.
This suits my taste.
This is different from the actual dreamscape. This is supposed to be flat, and this is where the instruments are. I caught a glimpse of ratio. There it is, way up there. We might not actually be able to pluck that. I see no way of being able to get up there. How are we doing on treasure chests? Not even close. 6 more treasure chests to find. We haven't been through this alleyway yet. Oh no, we actually have been through that alleyway. That was the first alleyway we went through. So are you done with that alleyway? We should have been done with that alleyway as well. And I was right, we were already done with that alleyway as well. So the next, let's go to the dream jigsaw that isn't tied to the story quest. Hello, I'm an NPC. Does this count as a treasure chest? So we're at 18 right now. Getting this brings us to 18, so that does not count. Yes, we one of these. That counts. So now we're at 19. Someone needs to clean up these models. We've already been through that alleyway. That was the first alleyway we went through. Oh man, and now these are going to spread out. That's the second time tonight that we fully explored an area and then the game said, do it again. I gotta come back this way anyway, so I'll get that later. Maybe I should sub in Yukong for the extra speed boost. One running around the overworld.
Hello! Welcome to the Golden Hour base model. I am an Oak Soldier. I will be here to guide you through the tour of the base model. Happy to be of service.
And tell me about the tour.
Hello! Welcome to the Golden Hour base model. I am an Oak Soldier. I will be here to guide you through the tour of the base model. Happy to be of service. Generating guide. Please wait.
That wasn't very adventuring. I should have said, hey, I'm talking to you. I was acting, or I was speaking as though I was Fire MC.
The nearest check-in spot. Please look behind me. Capsule
I'm sure that the VA had a lot of fun with this one. He didn't even have time to earn a 5-star rating from you. How sad.
What's up with that? Now the family's toys are trying to frame me? I didn't do a thing to it, Doc. You've got to be my witness.
I saw.
There goes adventuring, murdering someone else. Can't take your eye off him for 5 seconds.
Machine. Oh, there's no mechanism on the floor. Could there be one at the top? Doctor, do me a favor.
He's gonna pick him up? Yeah, actually. Well, close enough.
So, I was right. These models have interiors that look exactly like the real buildings. The only difference is that no one lives in them. Funny that Sunday puts a miniature that makes him seem like a giant by comparison, right where he can see it first thing in the morning. Insecure much?
But Sunday is like not short. I don't think that's what's going on here.
Oh, one of the fragments flew upstairs. I'll need to use the pinball machine to flick myself up there. But it's tough.
Did you kill that guy? I think Stormy just killed that guy. It's okay, I'm controlling a different character. It doesn't really matter what he does.
Oh, great. There's another pinball machine base here. And it's empty, too. Doc! I'll need your brain power again.
There's no need to yell. I can hear you. The pinball machine must be hidden somewhere in the hall. Like the arch. Wait here, and I'll be back.
Do we get to play as Ratio now?
Finally, a moment of peace.
Alright, this is not going to work out. Well, I got Hoha. That's kind of fine. But no one here debuffs.
Shake a leg.
Mm. That's a slow and imprison and speed reduction. That's 3. And defense down from the light cone. So that's 4. So that should be fine.
Without that pinball machine, neither one of us is going anywhere anytime soon.
I wonder if... Yeah, I think that... Okay, so the reason why the birds don't really speak to me and why the dialogue options are weird is because in this game, your main character is the only one that's actually able to see them. Bingo. Yeah, I just remembered that. That was a thing. It's like Clocky all over again. Yeah. Is this somewhere I've already been? It is. It is. Well, yeah, I actually have been here. Once again, we got here too early.
That's it. Pleasant moments of solitude are always fleeting.
Oh man, we missed our opportunity to actually fight with Ratio. Because we killed everything. Now I'm a little sad. If only we could actually fight with Dr. Ratio.
Oh, you're back. Just place it here. Thank you.
Oh, if only.
Thanks, Doc.
What a shame. Don't know when you'll get another chance. Like 3 months from now, probably.
Oh, Ratio, you should come in here and take a look. The view here is breathtaking. Honestly, you could easily squash me with just a pinch.
Yeah.
If that is your wish, I will do so without a moment's hesitation.
Oh no, we accidentally went straight to exactly where we're supposed to go. Can't have that. Investigate. Locked control panel. Okay. I mean, that's a very silly gate. That's literally just right here. What's even the point of that? Why would they bother?
All done. Piece of cake.
There are actually 2 entrances. Well, that's cool. They don't get that very often. Let's try this one first. Lightning and quantum.
I commend.
Upgrade configured.
No dirty tricks, all right.
Is that it?
Talk.
Oh, she actually just died immediately.
High stakes, high rewards.
That's funny.
Ah,
What are you looking at?
the dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
Here, there's thunder.
Under twirl.
Show no mercy.
Watch your head. No dirty tricks, all right.
Rocketing gun.
It's on me.
Oops.
Here, this thunder.
All the dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head. Sure, I'll play along.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
I hit the mark. Spend freely.
Here, this thunder.
Do I want to use it now to get 10 hits, or do I want to use it later?
Show no mercy. Is that it?
Watch your head. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Oh
I
dear.
got a 1.
Conflict is pitiless.
Time to twirl.
Hedge your bets. It's on me.
Here, this thunder.
Sure.
Do you know this big diamond? It's all yours.
All
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
Watch your head. The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Oh dear.
Hedge your bets.
Oh yeah, that was actually accidentally good. I didn't mean to set that up, but yeah, he gets extra crit damage, and Genuine just did like all the crit damage to him.
Here, this thunder.
All done. Piece of cake.
No, still not good enough. Sad. This game must have a lot of content. It actually has way, way, way more content than what I've shown on stream. Like, I play this game every day for like multiple hours. But I usually only stream for like 4 of those hours. Oh, I didn't realize he was going to shoot me. I thought he was going to chase me.
No dirty tricks. No dirty. All in. High stakes, high rewards.
Honored to meet me.
Conflict is pitiless.
Time to twirl. This big diamond. It's all yours. Time to twirl.
piece of cake. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off.
Time to twirl!
Show no mercy.
Time to twirl!
Hedge your bets.
What are you looking at?
All done. Piece of cake.
Oh no. I actually can't pull out all of the birds until I come back here as the main character. How disastrous. What's with that floating head? Can I get to that floating head some kind of way? If anyone could, it would be Asta. But also, it looks like it's closer on that side anyway. I promise Asta's actually a really good character, but I only use her to shoot things that are really far away. Headed to bed. Thanks for stopping by, your troopers. It shows up as gray, oh no. Thought I saw another floating balloon, but no, not quite. Get a little bit of health back. Maybe, how sad, work on her relics a little bit. Flat defense. Attack, that's actually pretty good for Tingyun. All these blues. Infection rate is completely useless. particularly care for that either. Don't particularly care for that right now. She's almost about as tanky as she's going to get. Need to start farming for Harmony characters soon.
And the joyous tour of Toy City has come to an end. Makes me feel sad. Well, Penacony isn't all bad, right? I'll use this interesting experience as a talking point at the poker table.
After he just completely destroys the dream world, forces everyone to wake up. Turns it back into a prison owned by the IPC.
It's a pity you made it out of the sandpit alive. Sunday is just beyond this door. From my limited understanding, he's not someone easily handled. Are you prepared?
Yeah. Only I believe he's the one who should be prepared to face me.
We got
Tell me
Tingyun.
about your plan.
It'll be fine.
I don't have a plan. I'll just play it by ear. There are only two kinds of bargaining chips when dealing with people. Benefit or fear.
Looks like sincerity isn't in your dictionary.
Am I not sincere enough? There's no need to emphasize it. We've got to make good use of death. That man's sister is dead. He won't be able to turn a blind eye, and that's fear. And I'll help him find the murderer. He can't do it due to his status and position, but I can. And that's benefit.
Doesn't really sound like he's playing it by
On
ear.
what basis do you believe he's incapable, necessitating the delegation to someone from a rival faction, the IPC?
Simple. Because that murderer could very well be a traitor hiding inside the family.
Do you mean the Galaxy Ranger whom you accused previously?
That was just an excuse, good doctor. There's something wrong with that woman. We need someone who can keep her in check. It's better to minimize the variables outside our control while we execute our
Okay,
plans.
so he doesn't actually believe that
Moreover, I
Acheron
need
is
to
a
know
bad
her
person.
identity. If I'm lucky. She could be an important pawn. And it's good to have more helpful friends when dealing with this matter. But
He just
honestly, the
said it in
murder
order
case is
to mess
likely
us up.
unrelated to her. I believe my standpoint. There's a rat in the family. Otherwise, why would Mr. Sunday arrange a private meeting with us? This isn't an interrogation, but a secret negotiation. We'll see. Using Robin's death as a bargaining chip, I'll win back my freedom and power. In the end, I'll ruin this beautiful dream and create the grandest death. If the chance of winning is just beyond this door, even if that chance is close to zero, well, you can't win if you don't play, right?
Ah, the charming audacity. To think that you, of all people, might emerge victorious, dear gambler.
3 chips are enough. All or nothing.
I'm surprised that it's not going to just put me on a cliffhanger. Gotta double check behind me just in case. Still missed 3 treasure chests somehow. Not quite sure how I managed that. Well, there's one of them. So missed 2 treasure chests somehow.
It seems my puzzles are too effortless for you, IPC ambassador.
I appreciate your words. And I see you put a lot of effort into welcoming me, Mr. Sunday. However, this is no way to greet a guest.
Oh, great negotiating there. Walk into your room and just rummage through your treasure chest. Yeah, just immediately steal your stuff.
Well, this isn't an invitation, but a summoning. Before we speak, I need to test your character. I imagine this knowledgeable doctor friend of yours has been of great help, yes?
Certainly. You ought to know this better than I do. He's already faithfully fulfilled his duties, hasn't he?
Yes, the doctor has assured me of your noble character. He considers you, like himself, a virtuous person who can be trusted by the family. I have come to know you very well as a person, Mr. Aventurine. You're diligent, generous, and willing to cooperate. The fact that you succeeded in overcoming many obstacles just to meet me gave me the reason to believe in your wisdom and courage. But there's one thing I must ask you. That is, you've used your wisdom at the wrong place to meet the wrong person and put yourself in a situation where you shouldn't be, witnessing a tragedy that shouldn't have happened.
You don't look too well. Am I making you anxious? If not, then it means I'm on your side.
If I wasn't mistaken, you'd just made a serious accusation against the family.
No, you weren't mistaken. For depravity is creeping in around you. There's no need for us to be evasive. Let's talk about your sister. Your sister's talent is unrivaled in the world of show business. As you know, her voice has been out of tune since she returned to Penacony.
So that was actually the real
She can't sing anymore.
Robin in the
Who could be responsible for this?
reality.
Many suspect the culprit is among the outsiders, but I know you hold a different opinion. Now your noble status has become a shackle, preventing you from apprehending the murderer and avenging your sister's death. You're feeling anxious because you're out on a limb. But don't worry, I'm on your side.
I'm immensely honored by your concern for me, Mr. Aventurine. Since you're so selfless and generous, I believe you wouldn't ask for anything in return, would you?
Well, naturally, you wouldn't incur any loss from this. I just want to reclaim what is mine. My liberty, and the personal items under the family's custody, the bag of gift money, and...
the box in which the cornerstone is stored.
That's right.
Cornerstone. I've heard it's a treasured asset of the Strategic Investment Department. A sacred stone that seals the Preservation Emanator, granting significant power, and every liquidation specialist holds one.
Okay, that was a big lore dump in one sentence. Okay. So there's a chance that the treasure that Aventurine is looking for here is not taking back the entire Penacony and turning it back into a prison. It still is, as his ultimate goal. But this line brings up that maybe it's actually the cornerstone. It seals the Preservation Emanator. I don't know who that is. I mean, in some ways, I guess Fire MC might be an emanator of preservation. We did kind of become a preservation unit. And was able to control the engine of creation during our fight with Cocolia. Presumably it's maybe the head of the IPC, but I'm not sure that the IPC actually follows the preservation. They just claim to follow the preservation.
For an object so precious, it probably comes at an even higher price than other forms of recompense.
Well, I'm sure you're aware of the high level of risk I'll be undertaking to bring the truth to light.
Mr. Aventurine, when you are out and about, do you always make adjustments to your appearance? Your tie should be on the center line. Your shirt must not protrude from your vest. Your trouser creases should be perfectly straight and always aligned with the tips of your shoes.
Of course.
But I don't, because it's not appropriate to do so in public. You should make sure everything is presentable and in order before leaving the house. I'm not the kind that takes risks. The cornerstone must be in the custody of the family.
No room for negotiation.
Please, don't let me turn you down twice.
Sure. The gift money is good enough. I suppose you wouldn't mind that. After all, a merchant can't function without a bargaining chip.
You compromised quicker than I thought. Unfortunately, it's a gambler that needs a bargaining chip, not a merchant. I can give you your gift money, but before that, I want you to tell me. The fact that you can decisively forsake the box you asked for, what exactly is stored in it? Oh, shrivel-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
What have you done?
Under the light of the harmony, all wickedness is revealed. I implore them to shed their light, and I'll ask you questions on their behalf. Next, you have 113 seconds to prove your innocence and gain.
This is why you can't trust Harmony users.
And if I refuse to answer?
You can try, and we'll see if the harmony rejects you. Question. Do you own a cornerstone?
Have I seen this effect before?
Yes.
I think I have.
What a simple answer. You, too, understand that idle chatter leads only to poverty. Did you hand over the cornerstone to the family when you entered Penacony?
Yes.
Does the cornerstone you handed over to the family belong to you?
Yes.
Is your cornerstone in this room right now?
Yes.
Is your memory free from any kind of tampering or deletion, encompassing but not restricted to the techniques of the Garden of Recollection?
Yes.
Oh, that's really surprising.
Are you an Avgin from Sigonia?
Yes. You even know about that?
Do the Avgins have any ability to read, tamper with, or manipulate one's own or another's mind?
No. Does it matter?
Do you love your family more than yourself?
Yes.
All the Avgins were killed in a massacre. Am I right?
No.
Are you your clan's sole survivor?
Perhaps.
Do you hate and wish to destroy this world with your own hands?
I don't know.
Interesting. Now, the final question. Can you swear that at this very moment, the Aventurine Stone is safe and sound in this box?
Of course.
Looks like we can get an answer. Open it, Mr. Aventurine. It's your last chance to defend your honor. Please. Are these what you're looking for? Since you came as promised, learned doctor, does this mean that you are willing to take the side of the family in this farce?
What makes you think you can convince me?
I've heard you haven't enjoyed Mr. Aventurine's company. I also understand that you're an avid learner who sees the pursuit of knowledge above all.
In that case, you ought to realize that a competent scholar knows their position and wouldn't forsake more vital matters for the sake of petty pride.
If you agree to assist the family, I'll share our research findings on the Stellaron. You must be quite aware that, besides the family, no other faction is willing to share such information.
What Celeron are they talking about?
Cut to the chase. What do you need from me?
I need Mr. Aventurine's comprehensive plan.
Haven't you confiscated his cornerstone? You can't expect a featherless bird to take flight.
But I've also heard the 10 elites in the Strategic Investment Department have united, progressing together in the interests of the IPC.
You'll have to speak more clearly than that.
The cornerstone, which Mr. Aventurine surrendered, was it really his?
You question whether he would entrust you with someone else's cornerstone. The 10 Stonehearts aren't as united as you think. Cornerstones are significantly more precious to them than their very own lives.
But you know that he's a crazed gambler. The more vocal he is about it, the more cautious I must be.
I never imagined someone would share his way of thinking. Honestly, you should see a shrink. Bring it. The box containing the cornerstone is unique, and only IPC senior staff and related members can access it. But I happen to be among them.
I appreciate it.
Unfortunately, your guess is correct.
The Golden Stone. Its color and glow are similar to that of Klapoth's body.
This is the very ruse he intends to use to fool you. He won't reveal to you that the 10 Stonehearts chisel their own will into the cornerstones, granting them an unparalleled radiance. And this golden statue is also known as Topaz, not Adventurine. And it belongs to Topaz. So, do you wish to confront him?
Not at the moment. I'm more interested to know the location of his cornerstone.
The safest place somewhere you'd never think of. Because he never intended to hide it. In fact, that cornerstone has been in your hands from the very beginning.
I see. This bag. Mixing a cornerstone. More precious than life itself. With a bunch of worthless jewels. Disguised as a gift of money waiting to be confiscated. Is indeed in line with Mr. Aventurine's style.
Then he makes up some trivial excuse, downplaying the matter, and requests the gift money. This is a gamble, one he's all too familiar with, betting on your single misstep, leading to a total loss.
Wow.
Learned doctor, I am grateful for your help. The family will surely reward a righteous person like you.
Then the only thing that is left to wonder is, how is Aventurine able to trip up the Harmony into lying about the fact that the stone is actually in the box? Now, yeah, that's interesting. I wonder if he like looked at the bag in order to make his intent on that, or either that or he's able to actually use enough willpower to overcome the Harmony.
As for the villain, I hope he retreats in humiliation. It was all thanks to your friend with a keen eye that I could add a blot of utter failure to your storied career.
Yikes.
Ratio, you wretch. Finally shown your true colors, huh? Oh, and just to remind you, you currently only have 17 system hours left to live. Treasure your remaining time, and savor the delectable aftertaste of defeat.
You might as well explain yourself a little more clearly.
What I performed on you just now was the Harmony's consecration. You were to show allegiance beneath the illumination of their grace. Yet you acted willfully, uttering nothing but falsehoods, transforming the consecration into a trial. I genuinely see no reason to absolve you from it.
Well, so does that mean that everything that he said was a lie? That's another way. I thought that he would be forced to tell the truth. Okay. Well, not everything he said is a lie. Because he is an Afghan from whatever planet that is.
Is this what the Harmony represents? But is it built upon constraint and coercion?
You misunderstand, Mr. Aventurine. Punishment is meant for the irreverent. But I have seen your resilient spirit, and thus I offer you the possibility of a new beginning. Throughout these 17 system hours, you will be unable to escape the dreamscape, or contact any of your companions. You only have 2 paths before you, and it all depends on whether you can complete my test within the time limit. Should you succeed, you will be able to coalesce into the Harmony and be with your family. If you fail, you will suffer the wrath of the Eternal Centurion and fall into an abyss of doom.
Sounds like I'm gonna end up the same either way.
I indeed do need a servant to help me uncover the evil hidden in the family from an external perspective. I will purge the evil from the inside and bring the real culprits to justice within 17 system hours. When the time comes, compare your findings with mine. If both our findings align, or if you can provide me more insights, then they will truly be able to grant you mercy and honesty.
Shameless hypocrites. You took everything from me and still demand the truth. That isn't fair. Your carnival reeks with the stench of cash. Nothing is achievable without it.
This is meant to be an act of personal virtue, not requiring the family's support. Your bag is over there. Do as you please. I believe you can trade this bag of worthless jewels for everything you need. That's what gamblers excel at, isn't it? Off you go, Mr. Aventurine. You are free. I will wait here for your good news.
Wow, Sunday really destroyed him.
This meeting isn't an interrogation or a negotiation. It's an outright execution.
Why would I do that, Mr. Aventurine? I'm just wondering what a passerby who stumbled upon a scene of a murder could have found out. That's all. By the way, before you go, I have a personal question.
What is it now?
Do you truly wish to bring about the destruction of this world?
Kakavasha! Where did you go? Oh, are you injured?
I got it back, sister.
You went to look for them? That's too dangerous. It's just a necklace. It's neither food nor water. We can survive without it. But I can't live without you, little brother. Promise me not to look for those catechins again, okay?
Sister, don't be afraid. The catechins are fools, but I'm smart. I played a game with them, and I won.
One? What happened exactly? Tell me.
I made a bet with them. The two birds in the desert and me. Who will die first? I won. They suspected me of cheating, but I didn't. I won fair and square.
Of course you'd win. You've always been a lucky child. Gaiathra Triclops must be watching over you. That's no reason to push your luck by going up against those bloodthirsty, cruel catechins. Have you forgotten how Mom and Dad... Look, this is just a necklace. But Kakavasha, you are my only family.
I'm sorry, sister. I thought you'd be happy. Because Mom left you this necklace. There'll be no next time.
It is important, but not as important as you, my dearest brother. I don't blame you, but you must remember what Mom said. Pain and poverty are the trials of Gaiathra Triclops. She has also granted us a chance. And that's your good luck, Kakavasha. Your good luck is the most precious wealth we, all Avgin, have. You're a child blessed by Gaiathra Triclops and can lead the clan to happiness. So always remember to protect yourself and never resent the pain and poverty you're going through. All right? Listen to me and swear to Gaiathra Triclops.
Okay. We'll swear two Gaiathra Triclops to protect this wealth. But sister, Gaiathra Triclops was really watching over us? Then why did she not protect Dad when he was swept away by the quicksand? After all, Dad went to the Catechins' land only to prepare for Gaiathra Triclops' offerings. And where was Gaiathra Triclops when Mom was shivering in our arms? Mom was still pleading for Gaiathra Triclops' forgiveness under her breath, till the moment she closed her eyes. Sister, everyone praises me for being smart, but I don't get it. If every rainpour was Gaiathra Triclops' forgiveness and grace, then how bad were our sins? So much so that we were born in this world of death?
Excuse me. I can't seem to find any information on this artist in the Iris family archives. The photo you provided also doesn't show any matches.
Just as I thought. I'd like to ask, what kind of traces do people leave when they enter a dream?
Are you referring to the records when you enter the dream pool? The equipment will monitor physiological indicators such as heart rate, blood oxygen levels, and body temperature in real time. This data will be included in statistics and handed over to the family for the screening of any data anomalies. Immediate action will be taken once any illegal behavior is detected. I apologize. The hotel does not have access. This information is managed by the Bloodhound family. We can only gain access if there's a problem.
I mean, there has been a problem.
Looks like nothing can be found here.
At least we know who to look for next. We can ask the Bloodhound family for information. Thank you for your assistance, Miss Allie. By the way, is Miss Robin doing fine? We are looking forward to her performance.
Fine? What does that mean? Is there something wrong with Miss Robin? The preparations for the Charmony Festival have been proceeding smoothly, so I guess things are pretty good. I believe she will be able to put on a spectacular show for all of you.
I'm sure. Sure enough, no one knows about Miss Robin. I'm not surprised. But that Miss Firefly is truly mysterious. There's no information on her in the hotel system. Even if she's a stowaway, she should have a disguised identity after entering the planet. She's also in the running for the legacy. How is she going to sneak into the dreamscape unnoticed?
Is there any other way to enter a dream? Besides the hotel room's dream pool?
The Memo Keepers have abilities that are difficult for normal people to comprehend. In the memory zone of Penacony, they thrive effortlessly, a fact proven to us by Black Swan. The hacker girl from the Stellaron Hunters used extraordinary means to unlock the Dreamscape Hotel's seal. According to the scene witnessed by her, it is likely that they are behind Miss Firefly's case.
The Garden of Recollection and the Stellaron Hunters. Both are possible, but what about the IPC? Since they want Penacony all for themselves, they're bound to have a plan.
Who are you guys?
The Bravo team has arrived at their designated position.
Are we going? Is Topaz gonna be here?
Evacuation
Her current cornerstone is here.
Get moving.
Armed evacuation? Boss, are you drunk?
What do you know? It's more efficient this way. Just don't let the director find out.
Yeah, Topaz is here.
Report later. Understood.
Help! Help me! I spent all my year-end bonus on the snowball! I don't want my name on the department's major disciplinary notice!
check it out. That voice. Could it be the IPC workers from Belobog?
To all guests, the IPC will be conducting special operations within the hotel. Please follow the staff in charge of evacuation to the designated safe zones, or compulsory measures will be enforced.
Are you forced to do the Trailblaze continuance with the Topaz and the Balabog before you can do Penacony? I feel like you'd be able to just skip straight to this. So does that mean that this dialogue option would like not exist? Because like if she didn't say it, then these two are fine to say one after another. But we wouldn't have met them if we didn't do the Topaz quest.
I'll request a beating for you lot. You've been told not to drink during work hours. Take him back to the hotel room. I'll organize a meeting later to properly go over how this incident report should be written.
Topaz is here.
Miss Topaz? I never thought I'd run into you on Penacony.
Same. Well, she says, a lot happened. Dr. Ratio is dead to me. I thought that Sunday, proved himself to be pretty capable and pretty cool in that scene. Venturine was riding high, and Ratio and Sunday already had everything planned out, and Venturine played right into their hands. Now, granted, Sunday cheated and used the power of the harmony in order to put some sort of like "you die if you lie" curse on Venturine, which is basically just "you die."
Oh, long time no see, Astral Express crew. Venturine has told me a lot about your happenings. Huh? It's fine. Do as they ask and try to avoid any conflicts with the family. Report to me before taking any action. Yes, all right. As you see, the IPC isn't very popular here on Penacony. Cordiality from the family is a mere facade. The former frontier prison has turned around and cuffed its shackles on the IPC staff now. Only a Venturine, who carries an invitation, is allowed to attend the banquet. An entourage like us, we can only sit around in the reality hotel, unauthorized to even enter dreams.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
No wonder Aventurine's scrambling to partner up with someone. The IPC can't back him up in the dreamscape.
His situation isn't optimistic, I hear. You're all helping to investigate some dirt on the family, are you not? Let me know if you need anything outside the dreamscape. The IPC always treats its partners well.
Thank you, Miss Topaz. We're on our way to the Hounds to verify some intel. Perhaps you've had dealings with them?
Yep. They're tailing us right now. Why not go and talk to them? It'll take the spotlight off me. Being constantly stared at is really uncomfortable.
Let's see. 2.5 hours in. I don't know if we want to continue this. I will talk to Topaz, though.
How does it feel to be in business with a Venturine? I bet you're not used to it. That's just his style.
All or nothing is his mantra. He's always cozying up to his clients while egging them on to undertake some dangerous assignment with him. But everyone has their merits, so I won't comment further. But Aventurine's luck has always been good. He's always closed all his cases without a hitch, and basically never lost a gamble. Which is why, on the issue of retaking Penacony, I'm watching with keen interest. As for the 2 cases, apologies, but I don't have much info on them either. All I can do is ask you to keep digging for more details.
Wait, why does she know about the 2 cases?
Please, continue to investigate the case. All I can do is sit tight in the real world.
Everyone is supposed to only think that there's 1 case. And that's, Firefly.
Even if we stood on each other's heads, this statue would still be taller than us.
But, Topaz seems to think that there are 2 cases. Which there are, but she's not supposed to know that.
Why is it detecting life forms instead? Only lately.
You can actually book a stay on credit, and the interest is...
By the way, I don't know when this happened, but Dr. Edwards now has like a bunch of really good items in his store. Like this thing, crit rate by 12%, crit damage by 24 for the next battle. And like all of these, crit damage by 36, attack 14% plus 23, 230, 20% damage boost. Like those are all some really good items. A lot of the other Penacony items are like, you know, good and bad. They'll be like, you know, increase your max HP but lower your damage, or something like you take damage at the start of your turn, or like here, I mean, Jace right here.
I need a practice.
So increase your chance to resist burn for 4 turns, and then lose 30 energy. That one's actually useful. That one's also very useful. Deal more ice damage and, okay, that's just random, not necessarily good or bad. Yeah, increases speed but reduces damage. That actually just reminds me that I wanted to do this stuff. So Colleen first. And go Ray last. When I complete some of these missions off stream on mobile, then it's impossible to resize them without rotating them. So I just make it super obvious that I need to fix it later on the on PS5. Anyone else here? Meet the celebrated ace gambler. Okay, actually can do that one. Wow, we got that already. Defeat 3 of them at once. I almost got that too. Oh, I was like, messy pages or replaced by an imposter. Yeah, it's literally just the fact that in order to reshape on mobile, you have to use 2 fingers and like pinch it, but also that's how you rotate them. And so rather than having something be close enough, almost perfect, and me just being upset about it for the rest of my life, I make a visual note to myself to fix it later. Don't I have a quest with her? Well then.
Lance ablaze. Lance
That worked out.
forward.
Let's be friends.
Follow my charge. Conflict is hideous.
Hold everyone back again.
Get them.
Oh no! I didn't account for the for that.
Welcome, customers.
Tinkyun actually lived. Okay.
Here is thunder.
I can do this. Protect me. Protect me. Better late than never.
I think she might live this one too. Nice. Those tiny little updates to her gear actually mattered.
1,000 thanks. Conflict is pitiless.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think that she was standing on the bridge about to jump, which would have only woken her up. But even still, I guess they're not really supposed to do that in the dreamscape. I'm pretty sure that this is what it actually is, but
I commend.
Cool. Give him a kid's meal.
All that education and it's utterly
oh, I was supposed to make a right turn. I made a left. Oh, they were twins. That drew attention to my eye. I wonder who she killed. Their mother, maybe? That's why I really like these clockwork quests. Like, apparently, all these people have, like, these super repressed memories. For example, one of them is an art critic that, like, went to an awards ceremony and then burned the entire audience. And if you go through his quest, then he actually, like, remembers the fact that, you know, that he actually did that. And he still hears the scream and smells the smoke and the burning flesh and whatnot. But only if you complete his quest. And he actually will talk about it if you change his mood to happy. He'll explain why he did it as well. She actually did say those things, yeah. Wow, she actually did also say that too. Wow, that's pretty impressive. But that was Quint's diary, though. Let me think here. I mean, they are twins, so, like, maybe there's a body switch going on. So you push down the stairs, and now the one that went down the stairs is now the one that's forced to be in the dreamscape.
Probably time for a break. time for a break.
So Allie killed Quinn, almost, but instead of having her just be completely dead, she put her into the dreamscape and made her forget.
I'm a little tired.
Another interesting thing about the Clockwork people is that there are no additional like chat boxes for the most part. Most of them don't have additional chat boxes. All the other NPCs have like an actual baseline emotion that you can set them to, and then when you do that, you get to actually have a conversation with them. And then when you change their emotions to the other ones, then they don't have that chat bubble, which implies that they have a like a true emotion.
I'm a little tired.
And like Lou Archer accidentally shot a child when she was doing police work. What are some other ones that I'm remembering? Okay, there you go. In Age Diary, its yellowed and brittle page bear two distinct handwriting styles, revealing the truth behind Quinn's death. Oh yeah, I can see that there's now a different type of writing. You know, it's totally her fault for standing by the stairs. Yeah, this is still so weird. This makes it seem as though Allie was actually the one that killed her. I mean, Allie was the one that killed her, but like, it seems like Allie wrote this entry right here that I killed her. But then after that, Quinn went back to writing in the diary. That's pretty messed up. It's still weird. Is gold Allie? No. Well, okay, so I think that the bottom two golds are Quinn again, because she says my sister's up there, and by my sister's recommendation, I'm now a receptionist. But like, it doesn't make sense for Allie to take Quinn's journal and then say, like, I killed her, right? So I feel like the first gold entry has to be Allie. And then the bottom two are Quinn again. The other option is that, like, well, maybe they're all Quinn and those memories are actually, like, transferred to her. Because Dreamscape, anything's possible. So that Allie doesn't have to deal with the memory of having killed her sister. I'm looking for an Intellitron that's been scamming me out of money, so that I can be scammed out of more money. Is this her? No, that's not an Intellitron. First time I was there, then here.
My dream.
I'll have to look another time, probably. Oh yeah, and this one here. So this isn't hers, but there's the an NPC called M, and apparently they have a split personality with W, you know, upside down M, and they were harassing Ron, who's the therapist, when she was trying to help out M.
Cool.
I should have done 2. Oh well, it's fine.
How are the tickets sold out already?
But like, I'm pretty sure, so like one of the issues is that I kind of just ran around and collected all of the quests at once. So I don't really remember what the start of a lot of the quests were, or what the missing emotions were that I was restoring. Look, it's still taller.
I am the tallest Takeshi.
I disagree, but I will take the achievement.
You look utterly clueless.
You've had quite a bit to do.
I wonder, what if I like use someone that was like really much taller than her?
People who are too tall are not welcome here.
Okay. The dialogue option only shows up if you are shorter than her. I wonder if Claire is shorter. No.
I am the tallest Pepeshi.
She's the tallest Pepeshi, and therefore anyone that's taller than her is clearly not a Pepeshi. I mean, it's just logic, makes sense to me. And she's also the bouncer for the club that's only for Pepeshi. And that's how she got the job, by just being the tallest Pepeshi.
This stamp will affect my joints. Can I drive it without a license?
What do I want to do now? I want to go to Dream's Edge and find the gambler, the ace gambler.
I can do this. Seize the moment.
I'm on guard.
1,000 wonders to fight as one.
Oh, really?
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
Not worried about that. Let's see if I can pull this off.
Protect me.
Here is thunder. These are devils. I'll crush them all. Show no mercy.
Seize the moment.
Lance at the ready.
If I kill this guy, then all the hits will hit just the two of them. Very lucky. I think I'll get this.
Conflict is pitiless.
Maybe.
Friends.
Barely. Barely.
We make a pretty good team. Cool.
I commend.
That's why I still kind of always need Sela on the team, just because of the Oh, I actually did not know that the Ace Gambler would be here. I really lucked up there. I thought that I chose the wrong location. Oh, so you were using tricks before. So I can sell it if I want, but it seems like it probably gives me enhanced odds at the lucky wheel. Surprised that I didn't already have this. They must have just added this. No, they did not. After everything is concluded. I had to go here after the end of 2.0. Am I missing anyone else? I think that's the last of them now. Yep. So this is all done. And this is all done. Yeah, this is all done. And this is all done. This one is, I still need one more. Helped performing Intellitron on the streets of Golden Hour. Do I know a performing Intellitron? This one's done. I'm about to finish this one here. Alright, I actually just started this quest. And I haven't even seen the other two. Nope, just looked at the clock. It is kind of late. Is that the last time it was updated? No, that's the last time that I got... No, it must be the day that I got the first thing on it, right? 229, 224, 219, 18, 13. These must be the dates that I first put a sticker on. 4 or 5, that's like today. But I definitely had these before this. Unlocked by default. Yeah, these are... Maybe it's like the most recent thing that was collected, but I just got the Firefly thing. That still says 224. I don't know what that date in the top right corner means. Both sad and anger. Or sadness and anger. Another one of those impossible shots. Oh, I'm not allowed to attack when I'm in this mode. Okay, that's not even that far away, I don't think. What? Why would they say that? Are there corpses in the water towers?
Hey, don't go any further.
Do you even get art?
That was an accidental achievement that I unlocked. I actually had been looking, I hadn't really been looking for it, but I did read that achievement description, and then early on I was looking for a ladder to climb somewhere in the dreamscape. I just didn't know that was the one that I needed to use. Probably off stream I'm going to go defeat 3 of those minions, because there were 3 of them together in the adventuring portion of the story, although I might not actually have access to that anymore now that I actually think about it. It's a little awkward. Actually, you can't climb it. That's so rude. I was already saving up gems for... Where'd this guy go? There was an architect that was here that sent me on a quest to gather the Bloodhound family's opinions on his new project. And basically they were all like, it's kind of uninspired and mediocre. And then he got very upset about that review. He only got a 7 out of 10, which I think is still pretty good. And then he like swore revenge on the Bloodhound family. And that was that yesterday or was that earlier today? Go-Ray here, one of my favorites, probably my second favorite NPC so far in Penacony. She originally was a trash disposal that just like was in orbit around her planet, but basically the people on the surface of her planet had this huge war, and oh, here's Benny. Okay, I'll talk to him later probably. And this is like absorb emotions. Okay. And so she became abandoned, and then like she eventually lost orbit and then crashed into her own planet. And then the people that were at war there, basically it was like hundreds of years later because they had destroyed all their own technology. So when they discovered her, they were like, wow, this is like ancient technology. She probably knows all sorts of stuff about like how to use weapons and whatnot, even though she was just a trash machine. And so they like sent her out in space to collect the weapons that the ancient quote-unquote tech civilization left behind. But since she was just a trash robot with no sentience, she obviously just wandered about and never found anything, and then crashed into an asteroid. And then when she awoke the second time, the first time being crash landing into the planet, she had gained consciousness and was transplanted into the body of Intellitron, and she has no idea who did it. That's a pretty cool story. Oh, I need to talk to Clocky in order to continue this guy's story quest, but I'm not going to do that yet. But my actual favorite NPC is Colleen, the former nameless, current pirate. Like, doesn't she look like she was the protagonist of the previous game? She has all sorts of really awesome stories if you talk to her. And depending on her emotions, she has completely different stories to tell as well. No, no, not Colleen. This guy here, Benny, he did this one really cool project one time, and then ever since then he's been getting contracts based on like doing Benny's castle, but nothing that he's ever done since then has been as impressive and has been considered like mediocre and also like over budget and like late and delayed progress and whatnot. And so basically he was washed up into the has-been, and then he was hired by the family in order to build the next dreamscape.
Yes, I used to like playing chess. Yes, I used to like playing chess. Yes, I used to like playing chess.
So, like, I'm feeling conflicted here. When I met him, he definitely had a happy demeanor. But I used the emo gear to unlock calmness, which is the missing emotion that he had. So does that mean that like calm is his real emotion? Because like he's saying more with the calm emotion. But should I put him back to happy? Because that's what he was when I met him. I think that since I met him as happy, we will keep him on happy. Alright, it's now 12:30. So I'm probably going to end it there. Let's see, today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. We'll probably play some Tactics Ogre. Saturday morning will likely be more Star Rail Story. Saturday afternoon going into the evening will be
Will of Preservation.
Pokemon Unite. It's been more than a week since we last did that. And then we will be able to do more of Tactics Ogre on Sunday, I believe. We'll see. Depends on how the story is coming along. If we get into a real nice part of the story on Saturday, then we'll continue the story on Sunday. But if we kind of get into a lull, or like we have a satisfactory conclusion, not conclusion, but like break point in the story, then we'll just continue that on Monday. But if you enjoyed today's stream, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. I've given the schedule. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Take care and goodbye.